welcome one and all to podcast episode number 4 of Business in the VOM Today. Hi, I'm Michael Murphy, the current president of the Mamaroneck Chamber of Commerce, and this is my show co-host, the Chamber Vice President, Jennifer O'Neill. How are you, Jennifer?
I'm well, Michael. How are you?
I'm great. Jennifer is the Executive Director of the Mamaroneck Public Library, and one thing about the Chamber of Commerce you should know, it is a nonprofit membership organization. It was established in 1917 as the Businessmen's Association of Mamaroneck. And we are a thriving group of merchants, restaurateurs, professionals dedicated to helping and supporting one another for the good of the Mamaroneck community. A special shout out to the executive officers and the board members, all volunteers who work diligently to make the Chamber an organization which promotes and supports all business in the village of Mamaroneck. The Mamaroneck Chamber of Commerce will continue to work hard at following our slogan, Keep It Local. And that is encouraging shopping, dining, and hiring, doing business locally, and advocating for business in the VOM. Jennifer, what's up first?
Well, first we have a building inspector of the village of Mamaroneck who's come to visit us and tell us a little bit about her department. So
we'd like to welcome Carolina Fonseca to the show. Thank you for coming on the show. This is our segment, by the way, we call Know Your Village. And so if you're going to know your village, you got to know your building inspector.
Absolutely.
So,
well, thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity, Michael and Jennifer. I'm glad to be here today, so thank you.
Well, we're doing good so far. No violations yet, right?
No violations
Just
so far.
kidding. Okay. Well, I saw in the VOM, we call it the VOM because Village of Mamaroneck's a mouthful, so we say the VOM, the Building Department website. The mission statement reads, the Building Department provides many services to property owners concerning documentation and certifications of structures within the village. The Building Department is also responsible for code enforcement, followed by a laundry list of items. Building, plumbing, dumpster, sign, demolition, electrical permits, even tree removal permits. The list goes on and on. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Tell me, what does your typical day look like?
Well, thank you very much for that question. It's a good one because it will give us the opportunity to explain a little bit of the iceberg that comes after the tip that you just described us. But anyway, our typical day goes from meeting in the morning. Everybody goes to our conference room. We have what we call the Scrum meeting. We talk about emergencies that happened the day before or the weekend before. We go through emails because our main goal is to make sure that we provide the best service to the community. So basically, we discuss that. We provide solutions. We delegate everything that we're going to do, that we plan to do. And then after that, we go to plan examinations, inspections, talk to the public, process documentation, have meetings, answer phone calls, you name it. We're very busy, but it's a good thing because we feel that we are not only enhancing the safety in the community, but also we are providing more information. So the more we deal with the public and we review documents, the more knowledge we are sharing. So we feel little by little we're spreading the good things in the building department.
How many people do you have on your staff, Carolina?
Currently we are 10 people, Jennifer, but we don't have everybody in the office right now. We wish we had everybody in there, and that would be perfect. But unfortunately, right now we don't have everybody. But our team is 10.
You know, if you live or work or have a business in the village of Mamaroneck, the building department has an effect on your life in some way because it's always done inside of a building, right?
Correct.
So tell us a little bit about your background.
So my background, I appreciate that question as well. I graduated as an architect and urban planner, which is very interesting because my graduation was in Brazil. That's where I got my diploma, right? In Brazil, you can't be an architect unless you are an urban planner and vice versa. So what that means is that when you're designing something, you always take in consideration the surrounds, right? So you always look for what kind of impact your creation, your new project is going to be delivering to the surrounds. So it was a very interesting first opportunity that I had in the U.S. to appreciate that as an opportunity. I said, there's so much I can help with with this background because I'm not only able to do the plan examination, but I can integrate that experience with the other departments in a municipality. So that's the main fact on my background on how I feel it's making a difference in serving municipalities.
You know, having that kind of experience as an architect and an urban planner, I mean, that's a double whammy. It's a double blessing for the Village of Mamaroneck. So, you know, one of our biggest issues in the village, I think the biggest issue in the Village of Mamaroneck, and we'll all agree, it's flooding. Mm-hmm. So, and I know that you're thinking about, you know, how we can prepare ourselves for the next event if it should happen. I know we're waiting for the Army Corps of Engineers to bless us with their plan and get that plan into work. But tell us what you've got on your plate as far as preparing for flooding.
Yeah, I can see you both excellent. You have excellent questions and completely prepared for this podcast. These questions will allow us to explain to our community what we are preparing, and especially talking about flood. Our staff members are being exposed to the flood since they started, because we have the severe weather events happening quite often, unfortunately. And especially now, I was part of what we call the New York State Floodplain Conference. So I was able to bring information there. I was there with our village engineer and share with our staff. And when we shared that with our staff, and we have our summer intern now part of the team, we were discussing one thing that we never had before, which is called, and I have a sample here, the Flood Preparedness Handbook. And Rihanna is also assisting us in putting that in Spanish. So once that is completely done, this is our first draft, which is very interesting. I'm going to, since this is a visual podcast, right?
It's a visual podcast.
We kind of have a new design that was all put together based on information from the Floodplain Conference. But additionally, that with all the FEMA paperwork, I'm sorry about the microphone issue. So FEMA paperwork, FEMA website. So we have very good information backing up this new preparedness handbook that we're going to have available soon. So we not only thinking about the immediate action, but we preparing for future severe weather events that we might be encountering, unfortunately, in the future.
Would you have that scanned on your website so that everybody will be able to?
Absolutely. Okay, and that's also, we've been meeting with the committee, the flood mitigation committee, and we are collecting their ideas as well. So it's a comprehensive project that we are trying to accomplish as a team.
I'd like to offer you an opportunity to present that to the chamber members and the business community. When that's ready and you're ready to go, if you want to get a dry run to see how a dry run for a flooding problem, you can't make that stuff up. Anyways, we'd love to have you on there. You know, just come on and be with our members and do a PowerPoint presentation, explain what this is all about and why it's important to the business community. Because a lot of times, for some reason, they don't get the information that the village disseminates so readily and so well. You know, it is they've got their mind in their business. So I'd like to give you that opportunity.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah. So, you know, you've been the building inspector for a couple of years, and you've made some really good changes in the building department. We're delighted about that. You know, my background, I'm in construction, and I see these changes. So what is your vision in this last minute and a half that we have here? What is your vision for the building department as it affects the village of Mamaroneck?
Oh, thank you. That is a question that I know the answer, because that answer I've been talking to my staff since day one. I would like the Village of Mamaroneck building department to be the best building department in the entire county. And by that, I mean a building department with all of our staff feels proud of what they are doing. And that's what I shared with all of them this very morning. I said, I'm just back from vacation. I said, you all should pat yourselves in the back and say, I'm doing an amazing job. I was going through emails while on vacation, and I could see everybody knew what they were doing, committed to serve this community with the best that they had inside them, bringing to the office only what was perfect. So I'm very proud. And with that said, again, my goal, my vision for the building department is to make us a role model for all the building departments, share what we've learned, and make this a community where everybody say, I want to go there because it's easy to work with the community in the building department. They know how to explain stuff. So it's constantly training and upgrading as much as possible.
Give them a shout out. Let's hear their names.
Okay, so we have our assistant building inspector, James Contini, who is helping us a lot with inspections, plan examination. We have Sam Harrison, our code enforcement officer, investigating all complaints, doing all the court appearance tickets. He goes to court with me at least once a week. We also have our fire inspector, Tommy Simpson, who is always on emergencies, and appreciate not only his work but the fire department, all the volunteers, and our team of office assistants. We have Karen Johnson, Rebecca Bimbo, Mary Luz, Matt Gansert, and they are handling a variety of emergencies every day, and everything is done accurately, with accuracy and precisely. I can't be more grateful for the team that I have. And also we have now Rihanna Ribeiro, our summer intern, who has been doing this great job and more that I can't wait to share with all of you.
Well, thank you for being on the show, and we salute them all. We thank you for the work that you're doing in the village.
Thank
and
you.
we look forward to having you on as a guest. Who knows? Year 2. When we cycle through all the people and hear about the great things you're doing in the building department.
Thank you. And Michael, it's not only the building department. And Jennifer, I would like also to say thank you for all of the other departments in the village. We truly work as a team, and especially when we have the EOC, we see how important all of the departments are in this integration and how well everybody works together. So a big thanks to all of the other department heads and staff.
Thanks
Thank you.
for coming, Carolyn.
And thank you for the opportunity.
And now in our Taste of Mamaroneck segment, let's welcome to the show one of the newest members of the Chamber of Commerce, our newest member and owner of La Casa, Guillemilith Borrero.
Hi, Michael. Hi, Jennifer. Thank you for having me today.
Of course. Can you tell us where your restaurant is located?
It's located at 157 Mamaroneck Avenue. Mm-hmm. So it is, it's a business. It's a local business, and it's part of this amazing village of
And
Mamaroneck.
who are your neighbors so that people can get an idea of exactly where that is?
It is across by Nona Carola
Okay.
restaurant.
Yep. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question for you. What kind of cuisine is it?
Is it Venezuelan?
So for our audience, because Americans are usually geographically challenged, they might not know where Mamaroneck Avenue is even, but where is Venezuela? Really?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's in South America.
Yeah, okay. It's in South America.
Yeah,
below,
South America.
above and below what?
It is where where the again. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, it's okay. Just go on. Just is it above Brazil or above Brazil?
It is above Brazil. Brazil and then Venezuela and Colombia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is in the middle of them.
So what made you decide to open a restaurant in Mamaroneck?
So, first of all, I loved food and hospitality, and we usually get family like together. It's it's like the best excuse to to get together, to enjoy dining, memorable experience. And then one time I was thinking about how to gather all the friends and family, trying to bring something special. And it was like, okay, let me just cook for my friends and family. Let me just show them, what Venezuelan culinary is and all the flavors and tasteful food that we have that we can bring and show to them. And that was the way that I just started thinking and said, okay, by cooking from home. And then one time I have business opportunity that knocked the door by a good friend of mine. And that's it. That's now we have La Casa.
So do you use family recipes at your restaurant, or where do you get your ideas from?
Yeah, we do have a recipe, a family recipe, and we also work with, it's all homemade food. Yeah, we cook with all our recipes are from family recipe, like traditional Venezuelan culinary.
So is there
Yes.
one specialty that you want to tell us about? That's something that's really good at your restaurant that everybody should know?
Sure, the specialty actually is arepas. Arepas are like it's a cornbread. It is gluten free, filling with any stuff that you would like to. It's, for example, like could be vegetables, beef, cheese, and you can also have it, for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's amazing because you can.
Well, you had to
Just
say
enjoy.
cornbread. And so we'll be posting that one of those recipes on our website. That was
So
for
for all
members to
the
see, yeah.
gluten-free people out there, or for all the people who know a gluten-free person that they need to bring along with them to dinner, this is a great opportunity. This is a good recipe. I will be there.
Thank you.
So we're glad that you opened up your restaurant in Mamaroneck. It's just what we needed. And we thank you. We know that the first Hispanic business mixer for the chamber is going to be at La Casa next Thursday from 5:30 to 7. So if someone has a business and they're from the Hispanic background, they'd like to know more about the chamber, it's a good opportunity for them to learn more. So it should be great. Thank you very much for doing that.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Should be a lot of fun there. So now, I know we had a conversation earlier about your background. You're actually a paralegal, am I right?
I'm a lawyer.
Lawyer,
from my country,
sorry.
yeah.
Excuse me. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm a lawyer from my country, and I used to. My background is based on family law practices. That's my field, and I love legal field. And then here, I just started working as a paralegal, and then I'm currently working as a family advocate because that's my passion. With advocating, and then that's my current role.
Wow. And
Besides the business
yes,
person.
and you're a mother of 2, right?
Of 3.
3. Okay. Wow. How do you juggle those careers? Wow. You have a restaurateur, a family advocate, and a mother at the same time. You have a full day, a full week, a full
Yes,
month, right?
and full hands.
Oh my gosh, that's great. So what's the future look like for La Casa?
Yeah, I think we are excited about to bring to the community diversity community that we have, because we are a multicultural community, which is great, it's amazing. So I never heard about Venezuelan opportunity here as a restaurant business, and then I think this is a great opportunity to try to engage to the community and be like a partnerships and works like together as a community to offer any kind of events that we can host. We always willing to try to figure out what we can do together, so like as a community. And Mamaroneck, it's an amazing town. It's an amazing community, and I think that embrace all that kind of opportunity for and for entrepreneur, because that's what I am now. I'm another entrepreneur, and I really appreciate the opportunity to be part of the community, not just as a resident, but as a business, with the restaurant business as well.
Well, we're glad that you decided to join the chamber. We have a lot of really smart women who have their hands full, who are business owners in Mamaroneck. So we're glad that you've joined, and I'm sure that we have a lot to chat about, and we look forward to having you here again.
Well, we have one more minute left there. Here's your minute to invite people to come into La Casa. So there it is.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, you are invited to visit La Casa, to enjoy a great atmosphere, family, friends, and you can enjoy live music, good food, good cocktails and mocktails, which is important to have the opportunity to have like fun times with the community. So you're welcome anytime. Thank you.
What are some of your best cocktails and mocktails?
So yeah, that's a good question. Our favorite one, it's based on the rate that we have. We are getting so much reviews on the espresso martini, which is it's a dessert drink, and then we have habanero habanero margarita as well. That's a good one too. And mocktails, we have strawberry pina coladas, non-alcoholic, and we have also mojitos, different flavors. There's a large menu that you can pick and choose whatever you want to try and taste.
Jennifer, we're going to La Casa.
Done.
Thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice
for
to
having
meet
me
you.
today. Nice to meet you too.
Okay, time for Meet the Chamber board member. And we are delighted to have today as our board member, Marco Borquez. How are you?
Oh, thank you. Very well. Thank you, Michael, Jennifer, for having me.
Welcome.
Hey, don't worry about this. This is a podcast, so it doesn't matter what we do here. We can do anything we want as long as we get it done in 5 minutes.
That's perfect.
So, got a couple questions here. First of
Sure.
all, we said that the chamber board members, they're all volunteers, and they work very diligently to make the chamber an organization which promotes and supports all businesses in the village, and I say all businesses in the village of Mamaroneck. And you are the Director of Operations and Workforce Development at the Community Resource Center. Thank you for your service to the village on both parts. So tell us, how did it come to? What does the CRC do?
Okay, CRC is a non-profit organization here, located here in Mamaroneck. Our mission is to empower low-income immigrant families by providing the resources and advocacy, helping them to become self-reliant members of the community.
Terrific. Now, how did you come to work for the Community Resource Center?
Okay, so my background is education. I am a physics teacher, a high school physics teacher, and a geologist too. So I had the opportunity to work as an GED instructor with a Community Resource Center, and I was able to connect with the clients and staff, and the testimonials and the impact of the mission of the organization really made me feel that it was an amazing place to work over here for the community.
Fantastic. You guys are a member of the Chamber of Commerce. The CRC is a member as a whole. And although you're not a per se business or traditional type of business, we do have a number of nonprofits in the Chamber. So why is it important for the Community Resource Center to be a member of the Chamber of Commerce?
Okay. For us, we are an organization that there is a lot of the community members that trust us. They see in us that organization that can help them to reach their goals, their dreams. They are here in the community. So we can connect them with the Chamber of Commerce, helping them to understand what are the benefits to be a part of the Chamber of Commerce, and also to be able to help them to do some networking, and at the same time, do better business here in the community.
Great. Marco was instrumental in putting together the first Hispanic business mixer that we're promoting as a chamber, and that's going to be on the 25th, Thursday. Nice tie-in. It's going to be at La Casa,
Absolutely.
where we're looking forward already to the, I forgot what she called it, but it sounds like cornbread with cheese. It sounds fantastic. So we're looking forward to that. But could you talk a little bit about that, what the aim of that meeting is going to be like, and what we're trying to achieve?
So under the leadership of Michael, and Jennifer, we have been with some of the board members canvassing the community, inviting the local Hispanic, Latin small business owners, and tell them then that we would like to meet with them and have the opportunity for them to come here and understand what are the benefits to be part of the chambers. Questions and also how to do business over here. We have a lot of members with a lot of expertise, and we can help them to really shine in the community.
That's great. We're looking forward to that, and that's going to be next Thursday, 5:30 to 7.
Yes.
At La Casa. You're going to hang out with us for the rest of the show over here. So we got some upcoming events. Jennifer, what's coming up?
I know Spectacular's coming up. I think before that we have the Block Party, which is July 24th. I knew that was coming. And you already mentioned the Hispanic Business Mixer, and we've got the Summer Mixer at Sedona Tap House, August 8th at 5 p.m.
5 p.m. And that's for members and non-members, prospective members.
Yes.
Should be great. Nice time to get together with Sedona, a good partner, a good member of the chamber, and a good partner in the community. Now, that's it for show number 4. That was pretty quick, right?
Yeah.
I want to thank our guest, the VOM Building Inspector, Carolina Fonseca, the owner of La Casa. You can say Camila's name better than I can.
Camila.
Okay. And
Barrero.
And our chamber board member from the VOM's Community Resource Center, Marco Borquez. Yes, thank you for being on the show. This is great. Now here's the words about LMC Media.
We are so grateful to LMC for allowing us to do this. So thank you for listening to our podcast. You can learn more at our website, mamaroneckchamberofcommerce.org. Special thank you to LMC and Dina and Matt Sullivan. This podcast was recorded in their studio on the Avenue in Mamaroneck, New York. Visit lmcmedia.org to book your time in this state-of-the-art convenient location, walkable from Metro North train station on Mamaroneck Avenue. You can also support this nonprofit media center at lmcmedia.org/donate.
Also walkable from the library, isn't it?
Absolutely is, right down the hill.
We love you, LMC. Hey, the Mamaroneck Chamber of Commerce will continue to work hard at following our slogan, keep it local. That is encouraging shopping, dining, hiring local, and advocating for local businesses. For more information on how you can join the chamber, visit mamaroneckchamberofcommerce.org. See you all at the block party on the 24th.